G'day guys, welcome to a Outbound tips and tricks little video. I'm playing the pre-alpha, so there's a lot of spoilers. I will give you a warning right now. But for those that want to know, like myself, I like to know a couple of things before going into a game. And these are the sort of videos that I watch and I enjoy making myself. So again, things could change between the pre-alpha that I'm playing now and the full game further down the track, or it could even change in certain aspects between this pre-alpha and the alpha that comes out on the 14th. Currently it is 4.9. But these are the things I've learnt and for sure are going to stay in the game, so I will tell you a couple of little things. Number one, campfires. You'll come up to these guys pretty quickly in the beginning of the game. And if you go to your map, you're going to see collectibles. Campfires lit, 19 of 20. Cans, 17 of 20. And I'll show you what they are afterwards. And little gnomies, 23 of 25. Sneaky little buggers, but they're really cool. The downside right now is that you can't place them down because they're not, you don't actually see them anywhere. But I'm hoping that Tobias is going to allow us to have a gotcha machine, as they're called, I suppose, to trade in and get them for placeables, and I'll show you more on that afterwards. But these are the three collectibles in the game that I'll go through in this little quick video. But a few things to note. If it's raining, you cannot light a campfire. You have to wait till it stops raining to be able to light them up. If it's already raining, if it's already lit and it starts raining, you're good to go. It doesn't matter because it's already lit. So, that's one of the things. So the second thing that I want to start this video off in a raining fashion is that eventually you're going to come across your own farms. Each farm requires water. Okay? And I will have to show you, but they are called, as I'm traveling around in my videos, you'll see a lot of these little wells. They've got a nice blue roof over them, just like a normal water well. You can get per day, I believe it is, 5 water out of each well. The two other ways you can get water are by bottles found around in the world, which is a double bonus because you actually get bottle caps. Think Fallout 76's currency. It's kind of cool. And also in these little stop areas, you're going to see. I'm trying not to spoil too much. Here we are. Went the wrong way. These are everywhere in these camp areas. So you're going to be able to open those up, and sometimes there's droplets of water in there as well. So that's just two of the first tips that I would like to give you. Rain does not, at this time, contribute to watering your little crops. Not at all. All right? So keep that in mind when you're out and about. Hopefully that changes because, honestly, wood is kind of semi-scarce to come by, and you cannot get it out of bodies of lakes and whatnot at all. You cannot get it out of lakes as of right now. So those are just a couple of tips to keep an eye out on. Okay? Pretty simple. Now, I will move on to what they're called as cans or cans. And I'll show you what to do there. Here we go. All right, so in this one, we're going to take care of two items, two little tips. One is whenever, this is the drop area here, so you deposit all resources in there. But whenever you leave to get at your van, go anywhere, you're eventually going to be able to get what these called some download coupons, okay? And download coupons are found in certain areas, but you will eventually get a recycler here that you can go around and pick up trash in the world, which is usually found at these campsites, by the way, and in other little areas. And you're going to exchange them, just, I've already exchanged what I can so far into tickets. Now, I'll show you how to use those in a second, download coupons. The other thing you want to do is always, if you're going to go off into an area that looks like you possibly may have a can, however it's pronounced, or a blueprint area where you can download blueprints, take a coupon and just take a rock or two. Just one or two. Usually you'll find them around, but sometimes I haven't and I had to backtrack. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Recipes or blueprints in the game are found throughout these towers, and you can tell if there's a recipe available there because there will be a green flashing light up top right there. And when there isn't one, it'll go out indicating that you don't need to, you know, travel up there to double check, which is time saving, right? So throughout your adventures, you're going to be finding these and also these rock formations here called cairns. All right, so you'll simply do not hesitate to grab as much as you want because you will need all of this later on. Scrap metal, for instance, you'll need that. No downloads available. You'll be making a beautiful, if you've been watching my series, you'll know the noise. It's like a, it's really cool. It's like an ASMR beat. That's where certain recipes can be downloaded for both progression and customization of your van, which I'll get into later on. But here is the other collectibles. They're called cairns. I've got 17 or 20. And you'll know when you've done it because you'll you know, that top rock there, let you put the rock on and it will count down that you've collected that one. So there's another one up there and there's another one there. So they can be clumped, but they will be also in little hidden areas that you have to go and find yourself. So a couple of tips before you get out and go wandering: grab a rock and a download coupon. It'll save you a lot of time. And also, most of the time, there'll be rocks for you to collect off the ground so you can go ahead and put your cairn in there. So that's pretty cool. That is a couple of the tips I would like for you guys to sort of, you know. Now, as you travel around the world, there's a couple of areas that you should take note of. These are charging stations, and you'll see those in my video, in my series. And this is the paint area here. So that's where you'll go customize the color of your van or your vehicle. And this is where you can charge if you're out and about. But you're probably thinking, because this is an all-electric car vehicle, right? So there are two things that can help you continue your journey and not have to worry about fuel as much, but they do require you to stop the van and pull out. And this is pretty cool. I'm just going to shut this. I love how that folds. It just looks so amazing. I love it. Solar panels. Current efficiency is normal because the sun is out. It's a beautiful, well, it's out there somewhere. It's gathering energy. And there is also, did I forget to put them back down? I did. There's also, let me show you. This is a good example. There's also wind turbines. So you can go ahead and put those down. And if there's wind, which you can see there's little, similar games. Aloft did it. And a couple others, you got those little wind drafts. So as you can see, it's gathering a lot of energy. But the thing is, once you close this down, that's gone. Where is it? That's where you can go to the back of the van, open up your engine cover, and there is your bio burner. So let's say the best that I can see right now is the light logs or the light lumber, and one gets you 2 energy. So you can fill up if you wanted to and just hit that so it's going. It will not use it unless it needs to. And that is another tip that you can keep handy. I've run out of energy a couple of times, but whenever I get out the car to go explore, I'm just doing this. And these guys, and again, you won't have these off the bat, so keep this in mind. It is a little bit further on. These guys will help take the regeneration part out of the game for you, as long as you open it up so they can do their job. You can go exploring, and by the time you get back, your battery's full, depending on if it's nighttime or not. There is wind at night time, but obviously the sun is gone. So there's a couple more tips for you. I'm trying to think what else I could tell you. Gacha machines and gnomes I gotta try and find a gnome because these guys are sneaky. They're hidden in areas all throughout the map. They are simply collectibles right now. But the gacha machines, that's what I can show you. Give out cool little bubble heads and stuff you can put in your vehicle, right? So let me open up here. As you can see. Oh, hang on. Let me go into first person mode for this one. There we go. As you can see, my little puppy bubble head. And the globe. You've got one more room here. So it's pretty spacious in here. And I'll show you upstairs here real quick. This is basically your house on wheels, which you can customize. You are weight limited. So keep that in mind. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Oh, so you just jump in. And here is some of the customization I've done for my little area. Now, up top left here, you're going to see 11.4 out of 12. That's your weight limit. You can upgrade that. You can upgrade that. I've upgraded as much as I can as of right now, so I had to sort of make a nice little cozy area while leaving myself a bit of room to put a few more things down, but not that much. As you can see, there's my bed, my candles, my bubbles, my stack of books, a flower, a table, and here is a cool little area, which is my little cooking area. This is your cooking pot. 2 mushrooms, 1 water equals a nice, beautiful, mushy stew. So that's cooking. Food processor. Good. Processing tomatoes and wild berries, which you can find plenty of. And they give you 22 nutrients as opposed to 10 just for having it the raw product. And this will give me 22 as opposed to giving me 10 for the raw product. So that's pretty cool. So there's a few more tips for you guys, but here is a little bit of the customization. It looks fun. It looks cozy. I cannot wait to see what Tobias comes up with. So those are a few of the tips that I just wanted to tell you before you guys play the game. Do not feel like you have to rush to get to this point. It's taken me 14 episodes to get to this point. I'm still not fully done because the upgrading you can do still is like upgrading your bag for extra carry space. The carry limit is like item based. So right now I've got 40, I can carry 40 items. If I carry 40 of these logs, that goes against, see, as you can see, I've got other items in here. So it's how many items I've got in my bag, not the weight of the item, if that makes sense. So you can have up to 40 single items or 40 of one item is what I'm saying. So those are a couple of things to keep an eye out on. So next I'll show you the machines that you can use your bottle caps in to get some cool little bobbleheads and stuff out of it. It's really cool. There's 2 machines that I found so far. And one has all duck variations. And the other one, I'll show you in a second. Here we go. All right, here we go. So I just sort of touched base on the little collectibles. You can get this 2 cap and snap, I think it's called. Cap and snap vending machines that I found just on this map alone. Locations are just before this bridge here. And obviously where I am over here. So what they are is in the game, you can get the bottle caps off of bottles of water. So if you pick up the water, you get both the water and the cap. It's pretty cool. And you'll find these throughout the area. It could be like in a house or sort of lying at the little campfire areas. There's a lot of places they can be, but this is basically what it is. These are the ones that I've yet to get. And they do cost progressively more. So this one's going to cost 5. Nice. So now I can make the bobblehead duck. Give me a sec here. There we are. And oh, wrong one. There we are. So let's go ahead and place this one down to see what it looks like. Yeah, you know what? Let's place it at the front here. Because we can, right? Oh, so this is another good thing. Let me show you. You can click to move, rotate like so. It's that easy. It's really nice. And when you do DE something or basically recycle, I'm used to saying DE, you'll get the full materials back, which is nice. So let's go ahead and do another one. Boop. That's the last one I can do for now. Yes! We got a kitty cat. Nice. Very nice. Bobblehead cat. I love it. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but I'll take it. So let's go ahead and build Bobblehead cat. Love it. As of right now, the lamps do not work. There's no light source coming out of them. But as you can see, some items do have a little light source. So it's pretty cool. And remember when I was saying before about the water wells? Happens to be one just over here, which I'll quickly show you, which you will find a little special something on the well when you first come to this. And there's a bucket of water. So if you grab that, you get 5 water. You cannot get no more water out of it as of right now. You cannot get water from the bodies of water in the world right now either. So those are a couple of things to keep an eye on. Those are the tips that I've learned so far that hopefully can be helpful to you guys moving forward. So a couple of things to remember. Let's recap. Whenever you get out your vehicle to go exploring, open up the sides. Let your battery, if you have these, recharge. If not, that's okay. Just get used to doing it earlier on. Secondly, grab a download coupon. Or if you feel like walking a fair way and there's 2, grab 1 for each point of download contact. And the second thing, take a couple of rocks with you. Just for the cans. And some food, because I will show you why. If I go out and pick berries, watch my energy, my food bar there with the stomach, the green bar. See how it went down there a little bit? So each time, I mean, this will go real quick. Each time you pick up one, it'll take away from that bar and you'll start to get to feel hungry. So you can just simply click on the berries and click nutrition. It only gave me 10 as opposed to, say, if you puree it, or if you cook it, it'll give you 22. So last thing, there's your 5 berries. So if you plant 1, you basically get 4 back, which is nice. But as you can see, my water's slowly going down. So I'm hoping that when it rains, Tobias will make it so these farm plots, and you can simply just go ahead and plant 1 and you get 4 back. And then just don't forget to water it. It has to be watered each day though. So that's a lot of water earlier on that you have to try and find to survive, because not only do you use water for this, you use it for cooking as well. So I'm trying to think of other tips, guys, but I think that's pretty much all it without going too much depth into things which I want to let you guys find out for yourself. I think I've possibly given you enough to be happy with. And obviously there were spoilers in this, I get that. But I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. I really can't. It's going to be amazing. This game, lots of fun. So thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to watch my episodes to get a better gist of the game and see where I went on my adventures. So thank you for watching. You guys have been amazing. Have a good one. See you next time.